NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll see DJ Moore. He's coming off a game where he cleared the century mark with ease, over 150 yards. It's the Bears and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today it's week 4. We've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a danger.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Again, it's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On first down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down for the first down gain of 8.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback's single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury. And we'll be back in a moment. After the interception, here's Wilson. That quick throw there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throw left side complete to Troutman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up and put a hit on him, do they?
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead.
A really well-executed fade route offers little risk for the offense. If you throw it to the outside where only the receiver can get it, it's either a touchdown or an incompletion, but no big play for the defense.
And this is blocked. That's a long ball scooped up by the offense. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Here's Fields.
Come on, man.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Bears are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
After one, it's 9-0. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Again, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one goes for 8 yards.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that sort of drive brewing right here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now this will be caught by Mooney. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. Down the numbers. There he goes. Across midfield, Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Fields. That is caught. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the air again, Fields. From left side, taken in by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In motion goes the tight end. And again back to Kmet. Touchdown Bears! Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And that 3rd down call, the goal is to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To throw again is Wilson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On first down, it's Fields. And that'll be caught with St. Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now motion left with Mooney. On second down, a run with Herbert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Now motion left with Mooney. Dancing to his left. And he is going to have the Bears first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Moore, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Moore, the man in motion. 2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup at 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Fields going to keep it running right. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are back within a score. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Kevin Gordon picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. Herbert powering up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now motion left with Mooney. A handoff for Herbert. Greedy Williams on the stop. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Corey Blasingame. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Moore, the man in motion. And this one's caught. And their 3rd quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Fields on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. And off right side for Herbert. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the
That's
right.
not the play I call, man.
Be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On the option right is Fields. Read option, here's Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. They go play action now. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. is brought down after a very nice gain. Here's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Here now, 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. That's complete to Troutman, right side. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to swell the lead to 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
One last shot for Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Bears, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.